We rounded up 10 of the best flagship string trimmers in the industry from Husqvarna, Toro, Ryobi, Hart, DeWalt, Milwaukee, Echo, Ego, Skil, and Greenworks. And we're gonna compare them all today in one video. So grab your popcorn, your soda, and your 095 line, and let's get started. Before we start comparing, let's take a look at all the competitors, starting with this, Ego's PowerLoad string trimmer with LineIQ. Ego started back in the day with surprisingly strong performance for a cordless string trimmer as well as eye-opening vibration control. Since then, it's only gotten better. They've improved both their battery and motor technology. Adding to that, Ego's PowerLoad feature makes line changes the easiest to load we've ever used. Just thread your line to the middle and press a button. It works best with smoother lines, so keep that in mind if you encounter any snags with the system. As for the latest advancement, LineIQ is an automatic line feeding system. It maintains a 16-inch cutting swath without requiring you to bump the head, and it just works. This model sets the bar very high for any other brand hoping to compete for the title of the best battery-powered string trimmer. A brand that's quickly becoming a force to be reckoned with in the landscaping industry is Ryobi, and we've got their 40-volt HP Brushless Whisper Series carbon fiber string trimmer in our head-to-head. Ryobi's combination of advanced battery and brushless motor technology lets you use up to 105-inch line on its 17-inch cutting head. It's fantastic when you're reclaiming overgrown areas or simply have a lot of lawn to maintain. It gets even better though, because this model is also part of the Whisper series, boasting 60% quieter operation than a comparable gas model thanks to specifically focusing on the pitch of the sound. We measured just 87 dBA at the operator's ear in high speed. It's very quiet. The next stop on our tour to Weed Whacker is the Greenworks 60-volt bike handle string trimmer. Bike handle string trimmers are the way to go for trimming large areas or long fence lines. Their harness and shoulder strap shift the weight off your arms and lower back while offering a stable platform to maneuver the head. On this model, the lightweight magnesium body and housing don't hurt either. Of the battery-powered options on the table, the 4-speed Greenworks Pro 60-volt bike handle string trimmer is our top choice. Pull the handle-mounted trigger, and its 6,500 RPM top speed and 16 inches of 095 line clear overgrowth in a hurry. A 4 amp hour battery powers the brushless motor, and we recommend a couple of batteries if you've got a larger property or you want extended use of the tool beyond its rating for tackling yards up to 2/3 of an acre. We've used both professional and consumer products from Husqvarna outdoor power equipment. This newly released model is geared towards consumers, but it packs some seriously pro features. Launched in 2023, the 320IL is the first battery-powered string trimmer in Husqvarna's line to carry the Weed Eater brand name. And with a stated top speed of around 6,800 RPM, it's a serious contender in the residential market. Combined with Husqvarna's characteristic lightweight, low vibration design, it's a strong candidate for the most comfortable string trimmer to use. Plus, there's a directional switch feature. It's something we see on professional models from time to time, but they typically use it for just a few seconds to detangle grass that gets around the shaft. Husqvarna specifically designed theirs to let you send grass clippings in the right direction when trimming along sidewalks or driveways. Milwaukee shook up the OPE industry when it released its M18 fuel lawnmower in early 2022. This M18 brushless string trimmer right here has been out since early 2020. Milwaukee's M18 brushless string trimmer sits alongside the M18 fuel quick lock attachment system as your two options from Team Red. It's the dedicated brushless string trimmer that earns our top recommendation. Though not part of the M18 fuel system, it is brushless and of course compatible with every M18 battery ever made. This 2-speed model features a 14 to 16-inch cutting swath that performed very confidently in our tests. However, what sends it over the top is the value proposition. It's under $200 as a kit, and it comes with a 6 amp hour high output battery that on its own retails for $179. If you're a fan of Milwaukee tools, this is a great entry point into its OPE line. If you're on the DeWalt Flexvolt battery platform, and based on our comments we know a lot of you are, it doesn't get any better than the DCST 970 string trimmer. DeWalt gives you a 15-inch cutting swath on its latest 60-volt brushless line trimmer. With 5,800 RPM on the top end, 4,650 in low, there's plenty of speed, and you can swap out the 080 line that comes pre-spooled with 095. It's a little beefier than some models. With the 3 amp hour 60-volt battery installed, that pushes the total weight over 11 pounds. The trigger grip section is also a bit thicker than most, so you might not care for it if you have smaller hands. Next in our lineup is the flagship model from Echo's 56-volt E4 series. The DSRM 2600 has the top performance with 3 speeds and a brushless motor that tops out at 5,700 RPM. Add in a 17-inch cutting swath, and you get a cordless, fast, grass-clearing machine that has plenty of confidence. This is right in line with what we expect from a 25cc gas-powered equivalent string trimmer. When paired with a quality line like Echo's Black Diamond trimmer line, this string trimmer is able to power through thick grass and stubborn overgrowth. Toro's been making top-tier gas-powered outdoor equipment for over 100 years, but they played a little catch-up on the battery side, which brings us to this, the 60-volt Flexvolt string trimmer. Toro's 60-volt 51835 is the top performer for the Flexvolt line. It features a decent 16-inch cutting swath and a well-balanced design that makes good use of the bulky top-handled 2.5 amp-hour battery pack. The brushless motor on this string trimmer will definitely provide enough runtime to tackle small to medium yards. And while the variable speed trigger let me feather the speed as needed, the 2-speed switch on the handle should probably stay in high for most of your cutting. Since this tool is attachment capable, you can swap out that string trimmer head for an articulating hedge trimmer, pole saw, cultivator, or edger. It's an excellent all-around tool that can also serve as a full suite of homeowner equipment. If you're on a budget, there are a few string trimmers we'd recommend more than this. Skil's 40-volt PWRCore. If you need the performance of a voltage boost but don't want to spend $200 or more just to get rid of those pesky weeds, Skil's got you covered. This brushless battery-powered trimmer fills a need for a capable weed eater that doesn't go overboard on weight or price. The LT4832C spins its dual 080-inch line between 4,800 and 5,800 RPM using 2 speeds and a variable speed trigger. When it comes time to reload, just feed up to 16 feet of 080 line through the head. Then the Smart Load system features a flip-out lever that lets you easily wind the string fully onto the spool. With more power than most entry-level 18-volt or 20-volt models, it's a good fit for budget-minded individuals. It also carries a 5-year limited warranty. And finally, we're wrapping up our suite of competitors with a tool you can pick up today at your local Walmart, and that's the Hart 40-volt brushless Supercharge. Hart stepped up big time and has a brushless 15-inch carbon fiber shaft model for its 40-volt Supercharge line. It's another attachment-capable option using a universal connection, and it's capable of whipping an 0.95-inch line with performance that tops what a 25cc gas model can do. Thanks to its carbon fiber shaft, the weight comes down a bit without sacrificing the strength you need for the job. Well, now that we've laid out who made the cut for our top picks, let's talk about how we tested and what we look for in a quality string trimmer. 3 primary factors go into cutting power: line speed, line thickness and mass, and motor torque. The faster the line whips around, the better the tip cuts grass. As long as you're getting at least 5,000 RPM, you should be in good shape. The top models are capable of hitting 6,500 RPM, what we consider gas equivalent speeds. This makes a huge difference when you get into either stalky grasses or ditches where a slower trimmer is more likely to take several strikes in order to make progress. Shifting the focus to the line thickness, the higher the line mass, the more force it's able to cut through thicker grass with. It's like the difference between getting hit by a 175-pound safety and a 225-pound linebacker at the same speed. More mass equals more cutting power. Of course, you also need ample power to drive that thicker line at speed. Most cordless string trimmers take 0.80-inch line at a minimum. We recommend 0.95-inch for the best all-around performance. If you've got tougher grass or deal with overgrowth frequently, a string trimmer with 105-inch line lets you power through even better. Just keep in mind that line diameter has a direct effect on runtime. Thicker line takes more power to run. What good is cutting power if you can't use that power over a large area? That's where cutting swath comes into play. Having a larger cutting swath helps you clear more area in less time. It also gives you a more generous border for your mower. With that said, in the past couple of years, we've seen the technology come together to give us solid options. Look for a 15-inch cutting diameter for most situations. Recent 16 and even 17-inch models are a great choice when you've got a larger area to cut. And while you may be tempted to take off that guard and run a 24-inch diameter path, don't. You'll almost definitely drop your RPMs too low while killing your runtime. The average homeowner on a quarter-acre lot only needs about 15 minutes of consistent trigger time to trim their entire yard. Most cordless string trimmers can hit that at high speed without too much trouble. Professional lawn care crews, well, they need much more. So do homeowners with large properties and farm and ranch acreage. If your runtime needs are greater, look for a string trimmer that balances the efficiency of a brushless motor, uses 0.95-inch line, and possibly comes with a higher capacity battery. Of course, you can always carry multiple batteries to reduce weight. Also, consider learning how to trim at low speed when the grass isn't as thick. Even though you have to slow down a bit, you'll cut a significantly larger area. Pros working all day on a lawn crew or consumers just putting the finishing touches on their own lawn need the lightest weight you can get without sacrificing the power you need. If you can get a fully loaded battery-powered string trimmer that meets all your needs and comes in at under 10 pounds, that's a big win. When you have to change the line, it can be an easy or a frustrating process. Manual loading is largely a thing of the past, though some trimmers still have manual heads. To make the process easier, look for models that have some type of fast loading system like speed feed or rapid load. With these, you thread the line through the head to the middle, twist the head to load it, and get on with your work. The best solution on the market right now, though, is Ego's PowerLoad design. It takes the fast load concept and adds automatic winding. And it gives us the easiest, quickest line changes we've ever used. So you've seen our picks and all the factors that led to us choosing them. So let's get to everyone's favorite part, the charts. After weeks of crunching numbers, not to mention cutting through tons of grass, we've finally got our top pick. And the honor goes to Ego's PowerLoad string trimmer with LineIQ. While most manufacturers are on their second generation of string trimmer, Ego is on their fourth or fifth. To be honest, we lost count. From the carbon fiber shaft to the PowerLoad string loading system, this trimmer provides easy to use features that simply work. In fact, of all the trimmers here, this is the one I now use in my yard. Beyond convenience, the Ego LineIQ also packs plenty of power, has great balance, and has a generous 16-inch cutting swath that self-feeds to keep you working. And there you have it. Ego takes the crown as our best cordless string trimmer. If you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, hit that like button. And subscribe for more reviews and head-to-head videos.